Here are things that married women have said to me as a diss that is actually not one. Number one, because I'm very transparent. So when I'm mixed company and for some other reason we're talking about shit we've gone through, I'll share the things I've gone through in past relationships, the abuse I went through with my ex-husband. And without fail, there's always one woman who says, "Oh, I'm so glad I picked an amazing man for my kids." One, you got lucky that you picked him and he stayed consistent to who he was when you first met him or got better. You got lucky. Imagine playing a game and somebody has a carton full of eggs and they say, okay, just by looking, pick the hard-boiled egg and pick the egg that's raw. There's nothing to help you figure out or ascertain which is which. Or you're in a room full of snakes and they're all the same color. And somebody says, pick out the poisonous snakes. You're not gonna know until the snake bites you, just like with the eggs. You're not gonna know until they crack it if it's hard-boiled or if it's raw. So it's not that you're all-knowing and elite. It's that you just got lucky that he stayed consistent to who he was. And if anything, I should be commended for the fact that once I saw the shit hit the fan, I fucking got out of there with my kids. Not a lot of women are willing to do that. Or same scenario, I'm sharing about my life and I'm divorced and they'll say, I'm so glad my kids have a 2-parent household. It's been proven time and time again that it's not about what type of family you have, as long as the parents are happy, especially the mom. And what a fucked up idea to buy into this patriarchal idea that the only type of family is a mother, a father, 2 kids, and a dog. Some people have 2 moms. Some people have 2 dads. Some people are raised by their grandma or their grandpa or aunts or uncles or a guardian or one parent. And those kids wind up being law-abiding, healthy, happy citizens in this life. And then when they say shit like that, I often wonder what they must be enduring in order to hold on to this idea of a perfect family. Or they'll say to me, I could never imagine my kids having 2 different parents. Meaning, they have kids by someone and they get divorced or break up and then they meet somebody else and then they have kids with them. To that, I just want to say there are men out here who are literally pollinating women like bees pollinate flowers. They are spreading their seed across the land and they don't give a fuck what you think about it. A man can have 9 kids and will walk up to a woman with all the confidence in the world. But we have shamed women and put this scarlet letter on their chest because God forbid they got a dude that was fucked up in the head and they tried to correct it by leaving and pick up the pieces of their life and start over again. So you get married again or you finally get a good relationship and you have kids. You're now cursed. You're cursed because you have a blended family. Shame on you. You're supposed to live a sad, miserable life because you missed your first chance to have a complete family. Another one that I hear women say is, I'm so glad to share my husband's last name. You know why all that shit was started? Because you're fucking property. He was taking ownership over you. He was putting his name on you, basically, because he owns you. Kind of similar to the way you put your name on your lunch at work. It was about property. It wasn't about love. And now with them possibly taking away no-fault divorce and all the shit that's happening in the government against women, it's actually not a smart idea to take a man's last name. And if you don't like your last name, get a fucking new one. Make one up. I don't know. Another thing that women often say to me when I tell them about my abusive ex-husband or whatever, they'll go, I could never imagine because me and my husband have a perfect relationship. Raise your hand if you've heard that one before. I cannot tell you how many women over the years, and I've done it myself with my ex-husband. I wanted the world to think that we had the perfect relationship, the bestest relationship in the world. I've heard other women tell me that they've had the most perfectest, bestest relationship in the world. And they wind up divorced, whether she cheated, whether he cheated, or they fucking grow apart. Or maybe they are happy in that moment, and then somebody makes a bad judgment call and they mess up. Or life gets a hold of you and says, oh, you think your life is perfect? Hold my beer. I'm gonna fuck shit up for a second. For you guys, don't ever put anybody's relationship on a pedestal because you have no idea what the truth is or what it will be for them. And if you're one of them bitches who is trying to put your relationship on a pedestal and make everybody jealous of you, just remember, life has this funny way of humbling you when you say stupid ass shit like that to people. This one happened a couple years ago. I was telling this woman about some issues I was having at my job at the time, and she goes, wow, I'm so glad I never have to work again. I can just stay home with my kids all day. So what you're basically telling me is that if anything happens to your relationship or if anything happens to him, you are fucked unless you have a significant amount of money saved. You will have to beg, borrow, and steal in order to rebuild your life so that you can take care of your kids. That's what you're basically telling me. And this myth, this magical myth of women believing that just because they stay at home, they're not working is absolutely laughable to me. And it actually invalidates the hard work of being a stay-at-home mom. People get paid lots of money to cook for families, to chauffeur families, to do laundry for people, to watch children, and you are getting paid $0.99. And for the price of $0.99, you are doing the job of several people and then are having the audacity to say that's not work. All these things that women have said to me and still say to me to this day, and sometimes they comment under my videos, is all messaging fed to them by patriarchy. The messaging that tells women if you are not somebody's wife, if you are not somebody's mom, and if you are not wifing and momming a certain way, you deserve to be punished and you're not as good as other women. And why do you think there's now a male loneliness epidemic? It's because more and more women are waking up to that patriarchal bullshit. All that stuff was fed to us to guarantee men that they will get a wife, they will get someone to take care of them and to have their kids, and then to take care of those kids as if they're a fucking single mom even though they're married. I'm sorry, I do not care what you tell me. Women who repeat that bullshit are not happy. I don't care what you tell me. I don't care what you show me. It is baloney to me. Your best bet is to be happy for people, respect people's different choices and different walks of life, because you might very well wake up and be just like them.